but because you provide upset recovery training and things like that, and you're a flight instructor and you're an airline pilot, so I think you'd be a fitting person to talk about this. How helpful would it be to all pilots if it were required for everyone to learn spins?
I think it would be great.
How do you see that?
I think anything, because you've seen this too, is there are people who are afraid of the aircraft.
Right.
They can operate it, but they're intimidated by it.
Right.
And I would like to see everybody, it's a hunk of metal or fabric or tubing or whatever it's made out of. You're the master of the thing. So if everybody had the feeling that this thing does what I tell it to and I'm in charge, it's just that attitude adjustment from doing aerobatics and upset recovery and spin training that I'll never forget this. One of my other students, I was a little jealous because his instructor said, this was in pilot training. So one of my buddies who had a different instructor, his instructor said to him, I want you to fly the crap out of this machine. And he goes, there's nothing you can get it into that I can't get it back out of. And it was a confidence builder because then now he knows I can take this machine to its limits and really learn to fly it. And I thought, that's such a good way to approach this. And that's what I want with my students. So sometimes, especially experienced guys, airline guys or flight instructors, they're trying to fly really careful parameters. Like, I just want to do some wing overs. They're just big lazy eights. And I go, just do it. I go, don't think about the parameters. I want it to be smooth. I want the bank and pitch to be constantly changing the whole time. And I don't stop and go, oh, that one was messed up. Do another one. Yeah. I go, just keep going. And then that's how you're going to learn it, is just keep making small adjustments as you go. So that kind of training facilitates somebody being the master of the machine.
Builds their confidence.
Just owning it, yeah. So I take it up high. Altitude buys you time. If we get messed up, we got parachutes on. I have to teach it and brief it because they're required.
Right.
And those are some of my barriers to entry.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have Citabrias on the field, but and you can go single seat. Remember, the FAA will let you hurt yourself. You can go by yourself without a parachute and do everything you want.
Right.
But once you add another person, then both occupants need a parachute.
Right.
So, and I can't advertise that I do this unless I'm meeting the FARs. I would be wrong to have a customer show up and say, hey, just so you know, we're going to do this on the sly without chutes.
Right,
no, we're
right,
not. You need to learn, it's another, just like your plane has a parachute.
Right.
I go, we have these, and I go, either the plane breaks or we have a midair. That would be the reasons that we might need these chutes.
A parachute, yeah.
And that means we already made one mistake somewhere along the way, but we'll still live to tell the story. We'll live to fly another day.